Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'll be talking about my labor and delivery story with Adrian. So yeah, so if you guys want to listen to everything I went through during my delivery and labor, and I guess right before, was that considered labor? Like right before, I guess, like contractions and stuff. Okay, so it was January, well, January 3rd. So around, I had an appointment at, I believe it was like 10 or 11 o'clock. And by that time, my mom was in the hospital. So Ever would go visit her, and it was like almost 2 hours away from our house. So he was over there that day, and he told me to tell my dad to give me a ride because my dad wasn't working at the time. I don't know why, but it was a Thursday. Was it Wednesday? Was it Wednesday? I don't remember, but it was he was born Thursday, so it was a Wednesday, I think. It was like around 11, and he took me to my OB appointment. And when I went in there, I told her I was having sharp pain on my right leg, and my OBGYN, she thought that I had a blood clot, so she's like, I'm gonna send you to the hospital to get that checked out, just to like double check that nothing serious is going on or nothing's wrong with you. And then when she checked me, she was like, you are 4 centimeters dilated. And then she was like, I'm gonna strip your membrane to see if that works. So she did, and oh my god, that hurt so bad. But yeah, she did that. Then I left. And then, no, when I got there, I told her that I felt like I was having contractions. Like, it felt a lot of tightening and cramping. And then, so yeah, so she told me to go to the ER. And so when I went home, I'm trying to remember. I went home and I was having contractions like every 10, 15 minutes. And I was telling my sister. And then we were all obviously super excited because we're like, oh my goodness, finally. We went to take my brother to get a haircut, and then they were getting stronger. It was like every 5 to 7 minutes. And we got home, and I was super hungry, and I ate so much that day. We ordered pizza, and I remember I ate like 4 slices because I was so hungry. I hadn't eaten anything in the morning. And so yeah, so then after that, let me see, I was having contractions every like 3 to 5 minutes. I ended up like texting my OBGYN, and I let her know. I was like, hey, I'm having contractions every like 3 to 5 minutes. She was like, oh, I wish I had my phone to tell you guys exactly what she said. But she was like, if you want, come into the ER, like come straight to the labor and delivery room, like upstairs. I think it was the third floor. And then she was like, and just let me know when you're here and I'll meet you there. She was like, I'm here anyways. I had a midwife, so I wanted, obviously, she had to be there for my delivery. And I texted her and told her, okay, I'll get there when my husband gets home. So by this time, Ever didn't know anything at all. He didn't know that I was having contractions. He didn't know how my appointment went. He didn't know anything because I didn't really want to text him because the roads down to like Charlottesville are super dangerous. So, and I think it was raining. Let me not add to the story. I don't remember. But I didn't want to let him know that I was having contractions just because I didn't want him to like rush home. And I know that the day before we had picked up my aunt from the airport, so we got home so late and we went to bed. Well, he picked up my aunt from the airport, and we went to bed like around 3 in the morning, and then he left like at 7 in the morning. So I just didn't want to worry him and him like trying to rush back to take me to the hospital, since I did have my siblings and my dad here, so I didn't really worry about it. But then, yeah, so he was on his way home and he let me know, and when he was like around 30 minutes from the house, I let him know. I was like, hey, I think we're gonna have to go to the ER because I'm in pain. And then he got super excited, and he got home, and as soon as he got home, we left to the ER, and I was having contractions like more often, and they were getting stronger and stronger. So we got there, we went upstairs, and I was praying God. I was like, come on, God, like, please let this be the day. I'm so done being pregnant. Like, I was having so much trouble walking. I was having a lot of pain on my right leg. And then I forgot, she ended up telling me what I had. It was like I forgot. But anyways, we went in, and then they had us in like a, I don't know what's it called, like a waiting area, but like in a room for yourself. And then when I went, she was like, okay, the nurse was like, go change and put the gown on. And when I went, I noticed that my mucus plug had come out. And I was like, yes, maybe this is time. Because when my mucus plug like came out with nothing, that's when I started going into labor. My contractions were getting even worse. So I was excited. I was like, yay. So I went to the room and I told Ever that. I was like, so hopefully they do let us stay, because I really, like, I want to have this baby already. And she went in and she checked me. And she was like, you're 3 centimeters. No, she said, you're 6 centimeters dilated now. So she was like, or I think I was 5. 6, 5, 6, 5. I think I was 5. But she was like, we're going to leave you here anyways. So I was like, yay. So I ended up going for my leg, and I ended up staying in the hospital. And then she was like, they'll be moving you to, she was like, I'm going to tell them you're 6 so they don't say anything and you get to stay here. Because I think 6 and on is like active labor or something like that. And so they took us to another room, and then I think she went home. She went home because she said she lived like 10 minutes away. And she was like, when I come back, I'm gonna break your water, and we're gonna like make this process quicker. And it was like around 7, 8 o'clock, and it was the pain was super sharp, and I kept telling the woman, like, I want the epidural, can I get it? She was like, no, we're waiting for your midwife to come so she could authorize it and she could break your water, like she said. And so yeah, so we kept waiting, and then she finally came like around 9 o'clock, and I was in a lot of pain, like I was crying. And Ever was like sitting far away because he knew with nothing, I cried so much, and I was like squeezing his arm and telling him like shut up every time he would talk to me. So this time around, he would just be like, let me know if you need something. And he went to go sit in the couch that's like in the room. And then she came. I don't know if they put the epidural first or she broke my water. But I think she broke my water first. Yeah. The woman came. Oh, then they had to do some lab work to like double check that everything was okay before putting the epidural in. It came in, and it was a girl, I remember. Oh my gosh. And she started putting it, and it hurt so bad. For nothing, Ever stayed in the room with me, and I had my mom and my sister as well. But for this one, it was just me and Ever. And he ended up leaving the room because he just did not want to see me in pain or anything, because I was crying so much. I was in so much pain. And I remember the first time, the guy was like, I'm gonna put it in while you're having a contraction so you don't really feel the pain of the needle going in. So I was like hoping that this woman would do the same, because I remember the first one, it didn't really hurt, or I don't remember hurting that much. But this one, it was like a nerve on the back of my, like on my back, like down my leg, that hurt so bad when she was putting it in. And I kept crying and crying. And she was like, what, I'm not doing anything. She was so rude, honestly. But anyways, she ended up putting it in. And then I laid down, and they like gave me directions, like if you feel a lot of pain, press this button for it to like for you not to feel anything, like for the epidural to be more higher, I guess. And then they came in, I think it's called potassium, no, I'll put the word, because whatever they put to induce you like to labor, because just to rush it more. So they put that. And then I honestly didn't feel anything. I turned on the TV. What? Oh yeah, so I didn't feel anything. And then I know Ever was super tired, since I had said he had woken up early and we had gone to sleep late. So he was like, I'm gonna take a nap in the couch, just wake me up if anything. And I was so tired as well, so I put Friends on, and I was just chilling, eating ice. And then I started getting pain again, so I pressed the I was about to go to sleep, and then I started getting pain again, so I was like, let me just press it, the epidural, like a higher volume, I guess, so I could take a nap before all this happens, because the midwife had told me that I wasn't gonna have the baby that night, that probably the next day in the morning or something. And honestly, I wanted to have the baby so bad, the second instead of the third, because the third was my sister's funeral, and I just didn't want to remember that day as me having the baby. So yeah. But anyways, so yeah, so I put the thing more up, and then like 5-6 minutes later, I started shaking like all over my body. Like I couldn't control myself, and I couldn't even talk. Like, oh my god, it was the worst. It was so weird. And then I was calling Ever. I was like, babe, wake up. And he came and he was like, what are you doing? Why are you shaking? And then I was like, I don't know. And I just kept shaking. Like if I didn't even feel cold, but I was just shaking. I wasn't able to control it. And then he called the nurse, and she came in, and then she was like, did you press anything? I was like, yeah, I pressed the epidural because I was in pain. And then she was like, you might be ready. And then she was like, let me check. And then as soon as she checked, she was like, yeah, the baby's right there. And then I felt like I had to poop. Like I felt so much pressure down there. And so yeah, so then she was like, I'm gonna call your midwife right now, because she had gone home again to change or to have dinner or something. She went home, and she was like, I'm gonna call her right now. And then they paged her, and it took her a while to come back. And I was like, I'm ready to push. Like I was so ready. She was like, just hold it in, just wait a few minutes. And that was around like 12 o'clock. And then she came in like at 12:30. She got everything ready. She was literally in like yoga pants and a big t-shirt. But she wasn't supposed to be there that day, because my scheduled due date wasn't for that day. But anyways, she came in, and then she got everything ready. And I remember there was like a whole bunch of nurses. There was just a whole bunch of girls there, and it was Ever there. And I swear, like the pushing part, I feel like I don't have strength, or like I can't hold my breath in so much to be able to push for so long. And I told her, I was like, I can't. Like I kept saying, I can't. And they were all like, no, he's right there. You're almost done. And I don't know. I felt so weak. And then as soon as he was born at 103, and he weighed 7 pounds and 5 ounces, and he was a healthy little baby. He was so cute. As soon as he was born, they put him on me, and he did not cry. Like he was not crying, and I started crying. I was like, oh my goodness, what's wrong with him? Why isn't he crying? And then the girl was like, he's fine. And then all of a sudden you hear like a little, like him like catching his breath, like, and then he started screaming. Oh my goodness, best feeling ever. It's been 4 months, and it's literally felt, I don't know, it's felt like it was just yesterday, and now he's so big. But yeah, that was my labor and delivery story. I think, like, compared to Nati's, his was so much smoother. So they do say, like, after your first baby, like, if you keep having more kids, it gets easier. And honestly, it does. Because when Nati, I was pushing for, like, an hour and 45 minutes. And him, it was, like, maybe less than 30 minutes. And he was out. So, yeah. So, but then, yeah. And then I stayed in the hospital for, like, 4 days. I went in Wednesday, and I left Sunday, I believe. Yeah, 4 days. I was there for 4 days, and honestly, it was the best 4 days that I've ever been in a hospital. They treat me so good. And yeah, so that was my labor and delivery story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, make sure you to subscribe, like, comment, and I really, 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 really love when you guys message me and give me ideas of what videos I should make. So keep on doing that. Make sure you hit the bell button so you're notified every time I post a new video. And yeah, God bless you guys. Bye. See you Saturday.